Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Space of Possibilities in the middle of the night, I guess. The day passed and I realized I didn't go live. So I wanted to make sure that I go live before I go take a shower and put on my PJs and tuck into bed. Um, Welcome. And this is a little space where I play with access consciousness tools, manuals, books, read a little snippet, a little something that delights me, and then maybe speak about it a bit, or maybe just read and run off. But whatever it is, we have fun with it. So, as you may or may not know, everything here is based on access consciousness tools. And yeah, that's what I love to play with as an access consciousness facilitator. And today we've got a little snippet from The Home of Infinite Possibilities. Beautiful book based on a class from a few years ago. But it's a wee book. It's got an elephant on the cover, kind of walking a tightrope. And it's really, really beautiful. Time to crack it open again. It's been a while since I've read it. So, at the very beginning, The Home of Infinite Possibilities. And Gary and Dane, who are mentioned here in this transcript, Gary Douglas is the creator of Access Consciousness, and Dane here is the co-creator of Access Consciousness. And this is a conversation between the two of them in class. Dane, Gary and I are hoping to dislodge the absolute necessity in your world to choose a small, limited, painful life and instead choose to make your life about infinite possibilities and infinite choice. And there's something we want to let you know about choosing this. It never looks the way you think it will. Just remember that a few months from now. And it's very interesting. We had a maestro meeting, just there's an advanced class in access consciousness called the Maestro class, and we get together with Dr. Dane here, the co-creator of Access, whenever anything comes up, whenever there's something that we'd like to touch on, to change, to contribute to shifting. And he's speaking about all the different things that we've been contributing to changing, and how interesting that after all that we get the Russian-Ukrainian conflict, which has been ongoing, for years and years and years and years, but escalation. So you never know what it is that you're going to get when you're contributing to change. There's no like, well, I'll have this change, but I won't have that change. But you're changing, you don't know how it's going to show up. A lot of times the change looks very, very different than what you may have imagined. And when we have no expectation whatsoever is when we're far more likely to really open up to more possibilities out there. So there's something we want to let you know about choosing this. It never looks the way you think it will. Just remember that a few months from now. Gary, later when you look at what showed up, after taking the class, you'll realize, oh, this is even greater than what I wanted. That's because when you're functioning from infinite possibilities, the smallest part of you is no longer the one in charge. Infinite possibilities show up when you allow yourself to be in the natural flow of the magnanimous universe and to have the ease of that. Most people don't allow this. They could choose total ease, total joy, total glory, total possibilities, riches, wealth, and health, but instead they choose a small, limited life, which is fascinating to me because more and more people are more willing to choose maintaining the status quo and not necessarily looking to see what can I choose beyond this? What changes are available to me? What choices are available to me? It's not about maintaining the status quo. It's about opening up to infinite, infinite possibilities. The home of infinite possibilities is where you choose from possibility, where you create from possibility, and where you have infinite possibilities. And in this reality, we aren't taught about infinite possibility. Instead, we get indoctrinated into the finite possibility of this reality, maintaining the status quo, supporting polarity, not creating any sort of shift or change. We're told, you can't do that. You can't have that. That can't be that way. Things can't be that way. It's sad, but true. Throughout my life, this is still Gary speaking, throughout my life, people have told me what you want is just not possible. Life's not that easy. You can't have it that good. My question's always been, why not? And I love that. I love that about Gary. People would tell me, this is what you should choose. This is what you should do. And this is the way it's supposed to be. And I'd say, well, that can be your reality. I don't like your reality. I'm going to have a different one. A friend said that when he was a kid, every time he wanted something greater, his parents would ask him, well, who do you think you are that you can have that? Who do you think you are that you can do that? Those questions were intended to do what? To get him to choose less, to indoctrinate him into the finite possibility of this reality. So, what else is possible when we choose to be ourselves? Hey, do you like my little t-shirt? Just got my little Be You t-shirt. So when we're willing to look beyond the system of, we'll reward you when you draw inside the lines. We'll reward you when you maintain the status quo. We'll reward you when you don't shake up this reality at all. We'll reward you when you settle down, rather than what you know that enlivens you, that thrills you, that's phenomenal, that you know could be possible, that you wonder what it would be like if more people would choose it. And what if you were that big dreamer that knows something else is available, and by simply being you may inspire someone else to know that they could have possibilities too. So I wonder about that. I wonder what it would be like if more of us were willing to truly be, to truly enjoy, to truly choose. As I see little kids, I have a little nephew here and I have a bigger nephew. And it's funny to see the interactions. The younger they go, the less stoppable they are. Notice that? We use a lot of force and a lot of impelling our judgments and our points of view of right and wrong on little kids to head them towards what? Towards a world of limitation, of familiarity, of what we've deemed to be right and good and perfect and correct. But what if they're here to invite us? And what if they could show us possibilities that we've forgotten to ask for? If we just listen to that ask. What else is possible if we'd stop turning ourselves down and begin to play more? See y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.